So here are three big stories on the first day of the third year of the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine. 2 years ago, elite paratroopers of Russia found out. Yeah, they did. Now, the world is standing in solidarity with Ukraine. Today, the flag is flying over the Netherlands Ministry of Defense, a tribute to the courageous and resolute Ukrainians, and as a symbol of our unwavering support. Okay? And we see this with the Eiffel Tower lit up in France. We see this in England. John Sweeney's comment is British is a or Britain is a rubbish lot, frankly. And then it does something like this, and then I'm proud to be British and very proud to stand with Ukraine. I don't think Britain is a rubbish lot. I do think that they're awesome, and I wish that our conservatives and liberals would be like their conservatives and liberals and not make foreign policy a divisive issue, but stand with those who have been oppressed. Now, shifting gears, then you have people that are personally affected by this, that are like impacted by the war. And I want you to think about this. Look at this headline. To see a dentist is like getting to meet the king. Ukrainian refugees on 2 years in the UK. Like how rough must it have been to have had to flee your country and have whatever problems are associated with that? And where are the men in these photos? Usually it's mom with a couple of kids, right? That's because the men are still doing things like this. Heavy fighting's taking place inside Robotyne. Coming from the west, Russians have managed to drive into the center of the settlement and unload infantry. Robotyne was one of the few settlements Ukraine managed to liberate during its summer offensive in 2023. That fighting is still going on the ground right now, and we can't forget that. And then we also shouldn't forget this. Russia's kidnapping campaign takes a crushing toll on Ukraine. How many children have been kidnapped? We don't know exactly. No one outside the Kremlin knows how many Ukrainian children have been stolen from their families since the start of Russia's unprovoked invasion 2 years ago. An estimated 500 children have been returned since February 2022, but that's just a small fraction of the estimated hundreds of thousands of children. It's easy to say at least tens of thousands. It possibly is hundreds of thousands of children ranging in age from toddlers to teenagers torn from their homes, held hostage in Russia because of perpetrators like this, like Putin, like Medvedev, like all the apologists who say it's okay, Russia's really the victim here. In fact, here is Robert Fico. Robert Fico is the Prime Minister of Slovakia, and in an appalling video statement, he said that the West tried to demonize Putin, hoping to drive him to his knees, but they failed. He also claimed that the war was started in 2014 by Ukrainian neo-Nazis and now is expanding to the east, which is against Russian interest. He considered joining NATO as the basis for World War III, and once again expressed that Ukraine, Russia, and Europe need peace and security guarantees by the strongest international players. Well, they had security guarantees and they were violated and violated again. And Russia was doing the violating. And if Russia has appealed to arms, they must be beaten on the battlefield. That's the only way that we're going to have peace. All right, thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. And thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.